Week 4, baby. Um, man, this whole month has been one hell of a ride. I am sad that it's ending, but I'm also sad. I'm also happy that it's ending because everything has to come to an end. But now I can take what I've learned from this immersion and apply it to everything I do from now on. I feel like I've changed within a month. Like, are you kidding me? Like, in a month, I feel like I've changed as a person. In the beginning of this month, I didn't think any of this was actually, I took Buddhism, right? But I wasn't sure what any of this was. I was kind of skeptical about it. I was like a little weary about what I was getting myself into. But now that I look back, I'm like, dude, what I got myself into was fucking awesome, It was great. Um, from Muay Thai to archery to meditation to yoga to Toshindo to just sitting and talking. Like, what? You don't think you get much from sitting and talking about the earth element? Like, an average Joe talking about the earth element. Oh, someone who's firm and steady. Boom, done. Probably doesn't care. But the amount of depth that we got in each thing we explored was like, in a month? Like, what? I thought that was amazing. We learned so much, and I just want to learn more. There's definitely more to this that we haven't talked about, but man, I mean, as a person, I think I'm gonna miss this, I honestly want more of it. But, I probably... Oh, this pimple is bothering me. Oh my god. Ugh. My bad. Sorry. The light, everything made it pop out. Anyways, I'm definitely gonna miss it, and I've already told people, because people ask me, how was your immersion? I'm like, you have to be there. You have to experience it to understand what exactly goes on in that room. It may just be your history room or your elective room or just Mr. Squire's room. But when you're on immersion, man, that's not a room. That's like a canyon. That thing is huge. It is so much bigger than anything else you've ever been in. It's like a whole new universe in there, man. It's crazy. It's just like how open you can be in there. And what I loved about this immersion was everybody in it actually cared and they took it seriously. There wasn't any goofballs or, people were like, oh, but this is dumb, being negative, anything. Everybody, they wanted it. And they might have not realized they wanted it, but they did. And it was apparent that everybody really cared about what was happening in that room. And, God, you go into the real world, you go back to regular school, you're going to be like, man, I could already tell that there was a difference today in the people. I was like, oh, God, these people are just, like, ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Some of the things they were saying, and I'm like, oh, my, like, what? No. I was like, no. Today we were talking about, should. We going on the halls, oh, you should have done this, you should have done, and I'm like, bruh, no. No, he shouldn't have done that. He did what he did, and everything happens for a reason, right? And, Mr. Squire said, how the moons and the planets affect the water, right? Well, then they must affect us in some way, because, I mean, dude, water literally is what keeps us alive. Therefore, we're not any more significant than water is. Water does so many things that we couldn't even imagine. So, going back in the real world is gonna suck. obviously, but now I think I'm much more connected and aware of what's happening. I'll be able to just sit there during lunch and just be like, wow, look at these people. I'll be able to realize who's living a real life. I asked the question, how do you live a real life? An authentic life, and just be passionate about everything you do. I can already see people who live for what they want, how passionate they are and what they want. And then you have the other people, guys. It's not just guys, it's gals too, but other people who they just don't. I don't know. It's just frustrating to see it. They don't care about what they do. They just take everything as a joke, and it's like, no. Everything matters, But I'm really gonna miss this, and I think, Mr. Squires, he deserves a special thanks. So I'm gonna thank you right now, Mr. Squires. Mr. Squires, you were a genius, I would say, for coming up with this immersion. There's nothing else like this. I can go to China, I can go to France, and sightsee, and look at historical significance. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That stuff is great, Cool, I want to go see, yeah, I want to see the Great Wall and Terracotta Warriors? Hell yeah, I totally do. Do I want to go to Ghana? Yeah, of course I do. But do I want to do this? Again and again and again? Yeah. I've been to China. Why? Do I really want to go back to China? Maybe. But this, I don't even have to hesitate. It's a yes. It's a yes. Of course I want to come back. And everything you've taught us, I mean, dude, you may not think that you can sit in front of us and teach us, but man, when you sit there, it's right. I wouldn't have any other person sit there. I don't care. Mr. Hayes, Mr. Ray, whatever. Screw them, dude. You're the one who was supposed to sit there for us through this whole month. If anybody else did, our experience would have been completely different. And I think you have every right to teach us and lead us through meditations. I'm telling you, you are beyond ready. You are beyond capable to do things that you don't think you can personally do. And you are such a capable human being that, dude, you're an amazing person. You're just so good. You're so good. And I'm gonna miss that because I don't have any classes with you, right? I'm gonna miss it. Now I'm totally dropping by whenever I can. But oh god, I wouldn't have had this immersion any other way. I really wouldn't have. Now, not gonna cry in my video. I'm very tempted to right now, but I'll cry after the video. But thanks, Mr. Squires, and thanks for everybody who was a part of my journey through this month of January. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it a lot. So yeah, future people who are in Peaceful Warrior, if you care about it, you're gonna have experiences that are gonna change your life. And I suggest you take this very seriously, because you will get so many fruitful experiences from it that you are not gonna get anywhere else. So yeah, sign up and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So sweet. See you guys later.